Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today in remembrance of Moth. Moth was loved by all. He was born at the tender age of 0. At 9 months he started walking. At the age of 5, he was viciously attacked by a dog. After starting first grade barely able to read, it was thought he would never learn. But in 5th grade, he was named Accelerated Reader of the Year. In 6th grade, he left his native land of Texas and headed for Virginia. During the 2nd through 5th grade silence, he played soccer. In 6th grade, he tried out American football, but his passion lay in true football, soccer. In 7th grade, he started soccer once again. On November 10, 2004, he was awarded Most Valuable Defender. But that night would change everything. After spending time with buddies, he decided to go home, but when he crossed the street, he would only reach the other side through flight. Wait a second. I'm Moth, so why am I trying to officiate my own funeral? I hinted at it. On November 10, 2004, a day that I almost didn't live long enough to forget. The day that should have sparked this funeral that I'm currently officiating. After leaving my friend's house that night, I was crossing the street and I was struck by a car. I flew roughly 52 feet and had to be helevaced to ICU. I was unconscious through most of this, of course. My brain was swelling because of the jostling, and there's not much room in the skull to allow for swelling. The first attempt to stop the swelling was to drain fluid to try to stop the expansion. The second attempt to keep my brain from trying to force my skull outward from the inside was to remove part of my skull to allow the brain to swell on the outside. After the swelling was finished, my skull was closed back up. I regained consciousness sometimes after this, but the body heals better when unconscious, therefore I was put into a medically induced coma. I spent about 17 days in ICU before I was transferred to rehabilitation. At this time, I wasn't completely cognizant and was expected to remain a vegetable for about a year, or even longer, but I was released to the surprise of all involved in January of 2005. I couldn't play soccer that year because the doctors didn't want me playing a contact sport, but a 15-year-old needs competition, so I bowled in a league. The beginning of '06 started my doomed career in softball. I was told that a forced out while running from third to home demanded a slide, but I was never taught how to slide, so I slid feet first with my elbows on the ground. It hurt, to say the least, but it was a run, so that helped. I played soccer that fall, and it was like I never left. I graduated with my class in '08 and went to college that summer. At college, my life was changed once again. I met a lady that would become my wife. We were married in June of 2011. I tell you all this just to let you know where I'm coming from. Please let me know what you thought of the content and the format in which it was presented with a comment below, and please don't forget to like or subscribe. Thank you.